guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys like that dramatic intro of mine. It's me, Zainab. I have been gone for a minute, but it's okay, girl. I've been busy, all right? Stay out of my business, okay? As you guys can tell by the title of this video, I'm gonna be talking about natural hair under hijab. This is a topic I feel like nobody talks about. I've probably seen 1 or 2 videos of, you know, women really talking about their hair in general, let alone, you know, natural hair. Hijabis, we don't really talk about our hair for good reasons. Maybe some people think it's none of your business, their business, and some people just, you know, it doesn't really cross their mind. But I wanted to come and talk about, you know, my hair experiences now that I am a newly hijabi, and basically what I do to take care of my hair and sort of maintain, and I really use maintain lightly because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am very lazy when it comes to my hair. Before I get started, definitely if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and yeah, let's get started. The first thing that I want to address is moisturization when it comes to you know, natural hair. So you know, when you have natural hair, your hair gets very dry very easily, and I have come to learn that, you know, now that I am natural. And yes, I use the word natural, and I don't use the word transitioning because I am natural now. Woohoo! I'll probably do a whole separate video on that, explaining about like an update on my hair and stuff. Even when I was relaxed, I tried to implement the LOC method, which basically means leave-in or liquid, oil, and then cream. It's basically just a step where you kind of like do a layer of moisturization. You do a leave-in or a liquid, and after that you follow up with an oil, and then you follow up with a cream. And the reason why I do this is because I find that when I do the LOC method, I can go at least 2 days without moisturizing, max, through 2 days max. I don't even have to like worry about my hair, you know, worry about how dry it's getting, and you know, that's kind of like great for me. With doing the LOC method, I make sure to put my hair in braids. Personally, I don't know how I could even not wear braids underneath my hijab. Like, I don't know how I can do that, and especially with my type of hair texture. Now, of course, if you have different hair textures, you don't really need protective styles, but I'm talking more towards people who have hair types like me, kinkier, coilier hair types. So I make sure that I braid my hair, and let me tell you guys something. I'm like a poor excuse for a Nigerian because I don't know how to braid well. Like, everybody in my family, my sister, my mom, my aunts, they all know how to braid really well, but I just don't know how to braid well. Like, I am terrible at braiding. Like, I don't know how to braid, but I do know how to dookie braid. Mind you, I know how to braid, I know the braiding patterns, but I don't know like how to properly, you know, braid like cornrows and stuff like that. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't know how to do it. And basically dookie braiding is just like, you just braid however you braid, as messy as you want it, and as long as you have your hair in plaits, it doesn't matter how it looks. It works great for me. And you're probably thinking, oh, you know, like the braids, because sometimes when you do wear braids, it can kind of show through your hijab. I find that, you know, it doesn't really show through my hijab. I just kind of, you know, after I do my braids, I kind of tie it in like a bun sort of, and then, you know, I put on my different layers of scarves, and you know, everything seems fine. And I actually have braids underneath here. You probably can see a couple bumps here and there of my braids, but you know, it's not like very noticeable. Another thing that I have been doing now that I am wearing hijab is I try to wear silk scarves as like the base of my hijab, if that makes sense, like the under hijab, because a lot of scarves that like this are cotton, you know, or chiffon, or you know, jersey material, which isn't really good when it comes in contact with your hair because it can break up your hair, it can thin your edges. So it's best to wear a silk scarf so you can reduce the amount of friction. Just like when you go to bed, you know, it's good to sleep with a bonnet or a silk scarf because the pillowcase that you're laying on most likely is made of cotton, and that can cause friction when you're tossing and turning at night. This is kind of like the same sort of idea. When you are wearing hijab, most likely the material is made of some sort of fabric that can cause a lot of friction with your hair when you like turn and stuff like that. So I try to make sure that I wear a silk scarf underneath my hijab. And then also, this is more so of a, I guess, a hygienic tip. Make sure you frequently wash your hijabs, because with kinkier, coilier hair types, you do have to moisturize your hair quite often, and that oil and that product that you put in your hair most likely got on your scarf. So you want to make sure that you wash it frequently, because it can cause a lot of buildup and it can stink, and you know, you just kind of want to make sure that, you know, you're washing that scarf frequently so you don't, you know, develop a lot of buildup on your hair and stuff like that. Those were the tips that I have for, you know, maintaining your hair. But if you have any tips, definitely leave it down below. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this was I hope this was helpful for you, because like I said, I don't really hear a lot of people talking about, you know, their hair, you know, when it comes to wearing hijab. Definitely, if you have not subscribed to my channel, girl, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll definitely see you guys in my next video.